Hey fellow war junkies, how's it going? Imperial Veteran here, bringing you another online multiplayer battle, and this time I am dropping the sword and shield and picking up the musket in Napoleon Total War. So as you can see, I command the army of France, and my opponent, Killer 99 I believe, commands the worthy adversary of Great Britain. So my opponent was the host in this battle, and the rules he set were no artillery, and I recognized the battle as the map of Ligny. And I knew right away that I was going to be in trouble because he was just going to camp on this hill. Which was fine, it's his choice. And to be honest with you, the more and more I thought about it, the more I was just going to exit out of the game. Because I knew this would probably be a waste of time for me. And then my kind of war crazed side said, no, you can do this, don't give up. Anyway, I didn't plan on engaging my opponent anywhere through here because I just felt like that would be complete suicide. And as you see here, he is rushing up some troops and garrisoning these buildings, which I was not really worried about because I had no intentions of engaging him anywhere in this area. I am actually going to walk all the way around, basically to the right side of where he is deployed. I did set some cav here, just in case he tried to charge cav through and attack me while I was on the move. And I am going to fast forward here just so we can get to the action a little sooner.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
I love Napoleon. I love the time era. Of course, it's a lot different from, ancient, medieval, or Roman, Greek times. But overall, I just like the time period. I like France because they were a republic at this point. And, of course, I'm an American citizen. I just agree with their ways of government. So he was rushing some riflemen over here, and I was worried he was going to garrison these buildings, so I did rush my cav over. I knew that if he even just got 2 riflemen in this building, that I would take more casualties than I needed to just to clear out 2 units of rifles. So I rushed my cav up to basically kind of stop him from proceeding. And yeah, he is content to basically sit on this hill. We'll go look at his army real quick. See, he's got some foot, line infantry. Yeah, I believe these are King German Legion. He's got 2 of these units of horse guards, which I believe are elite, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken on that. So as you can see, I'm taking my sweet time, basically just getting into the position that I think would be best for the assault. And I do have 2 cav over here, and what I was doing basically, I was wanting to get behind him and basically just tie up some of his units. I did not plan on engaging him until later in the battle, but as you can see, my plan worked. He is moving some 2 units of infantry over here, and also his 2 horse guards. So overall, my plan there was a victory. It worked. I tied down some of his units for no cost. And eventually he does engage those horses, and once he does, he sneaks his line up and actually gets a volley off on me, I believe, and I retreat behind this bridge, and then he decides to chase me down with his guard hussars. And so I'm retreat across this bridge, and as he comes through, I'm going to make attack orders and basically just kind of entrap him on this bridge. And I believe I do rout one of these units of these English horse units, the horse guards. Anyway, back over here, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down to normal speed. So my plan here was, I had my Voltigeurs lined up, and I was going to rush them forward and basically charge in my cav. And the reason I wanted to do this, I wanted my cav to take the first volley, sadly. I hate to do that, but it's got to be done. That way, when my Voltigeurs open up with their first volleys, they're doing it at full mass. They're not, down any infantry. So I'm charging up my Voltigeurs, and I kind of thought like this was the best possible place to engage him. It was still at a disadvantage for me, but I didn't really have much of a choice. And I actually got really lucky when I was charging in here. I meant to hit these rifles. I guess I didn't see those at the time, so I guess really I just got lucky. I did plow into some of those stakes there. But I managed to get rid of one of his rifle units here, which is really good for me.
Our men are running, sir.
You can hear there one of my cav units decides to run, which I don't blame them. I threw them in a very shitty situation, and they should hate me for it. Excuse me. You can see now my Voltigeurs are returning fire. And these guys, they don't have the long range of, say, riflemen, but they're pretty accurate when they shoot. So, I mean, I had a lot of confidence that they were going to deal a lot of damage until my line infantry got in place. And as you can see, I'm putting 2 units of line on this flank. I'm putting 2 units of line behind my Voltigeurs, and I got 2 units of line on this flank. And I didn't bring any of the elite line infantry, which I probably should have brought 1 unit of foot guard or old guard, because I believe they do give a morale boost to your army. And over here, he's kind of got me in a bad spot. I think maybe I do kind of fix my lines a little bit to match up with his. Over here, I'm doing a little bit better because he is out of place on this side. So I kind of got the best of this Highland foot unit here. And you can see I'm moving my cab back up. When I first started moving, his general was just sitting here kind of by himself, and my original intent was to attack his general. But as you can see, he pulled this unit of horse guards out after me. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to come down through here and try to get the best of them on this flank and kind of free these units up. So here comes my charge, and he is melee attacking me at this point. And boom, there goes my charge. Pretty good charge. You can see the instant morale effect it had on the English troops. And he comes in with his horse guards, and then originally I was wanting to go after them, but I was like, no, I better try to help my units out here, so I'll go for this horse. And I sat still for a minute. I was trying to get a volley off into the back of them before I charged. And they were being stupid, so I just went ahead and clicked the charge order. You can see my general, Marshal Salt, sitting here. I always bring at least the lowest amount general. I never use general staff. I feel like the morale boost that they give can be quite overpowering when the moment arises that you need a morale boost. General staff I don't feel like they really help you in any way. So I did go into square here just in case his horses broke through that and decided to come after my next line infantry. And then immediately I'm taking too much damage from this unit, so I do get back in the line so I can return fire. This unit of Voltigeurs is pretty heavily depleted, but they are still sitting there fighting. I was very proud of them. They did well. Over here you can see this unit has taken a lot of damage, but its morale is low, but it is still sitting here fighting, so... And they'd break. But they did their part. Go get you a hot meal, soldiers. So this line, the unit of the line, Fusilier of the line, is still pretty healthy. And here, I don't believe these are taking much damage at all. Yeah, this one's still full unit. And this one is also a full unit. But I do believe they're possibly just shooting this dirt hill. I don't think they're actually getting any kills.
Our men are running, sir.
Basically just wasting ammunition. And he does send his cab back in, and he gets this unit of Voltigeurs, which kind of worried me, but they were already kind of depleted anyway, so I thought, well, if he wants to trade his horse guards for a depleted unit of Voltigeurs, be my guest. I didn't mind. So at this point, we're still just sitting here slugging it out. And here he gives me some breathing time. As soon as he pulls that unit back, I am going to move my line up into a better position, I believe. Hopefully. So you see his horse guards are going bye-bye. Which I was glad to see that, because they were not very friendly. I think at this point I'm down to maybe 2 units of Voltigeur. Can't see these damn trees in the way. But yeah, like I said, I feel like this was probably the best place to engage him instead of just going through here, because basically going through here and getting butchered is what would happen. Especially since he intended on garrisoning those buildings. But you can see we're still sitting here trading volleys. This unit of Fusilier of the line still relatively healthy. And I got my general right here basically to inspire and encourage my men to stay in the fray. Excuse me. And this unit, Fusilier line, is still relatively healthy too. It's 77 units. So at this point, he decides for a bayonet charge. And I was really glad he did this, because as soon as he did, I'm taking these 2 units, and I am going to take this hill. By God, I've been fighting at the bottom of the hill the whole battle, and I'm planning on turning that around. So you can see I'm getting my general out of harm's way. I'm going to take these 2 units of Fusilier in the line, and I am basically going to set up right here, because I am tired of fighting at the bottom of the hill. And he does manage to rout one of my units of Fusilier in the line, and this one gets pretty shaky, but I do believe they end up holding their ground. And I think he got kind of nervous that I took the high ground, and he is going to bayonet charge with these rifles, which was a very, very foolish move. They're very poor in melee, especially against any kind of line infantry. And as soon as he does that, just to hurry up and get them out of the way, I do send in my general.
Sir, our general is under attack.
And you can see as soon as they collide, their morale shoots down pretty low instantly. So I got this unit right here shooting, and at this point I think he kind of freaks out that he's in a pincer. Instead of finishing off this unit, he does decide to charge over here, and I think that was kind of a mistake. You can see here, apparently you can't get impaled by your own deployed stakes, so he is going to go all out melee at this point, which I think was a mistake. I just feel like he kind of had me on the ropes and just made some little key errors that turned out to be very fatal. So this unit of line is actually still around, and they are firing in the back. And you heard there his general went down. And right then and there I knew this battle was mine. That was the last bit of his Highland foot heading for the hills. I'm sorry, King's German Legion foot. So there you have it, folks. There's the end of the battle. I thought it was a very spectacular showing myself. Like I said, I was originally going to quit playing just because I thought it'd be a waste of time. But I'll let you get a look at the results screen here.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Yeah, victory's already mine, buddy. Anyway, there's me, Imperial Veteran. I had 772 men deployed. I had lost 552 and killed 449. My opponent, Killer 90, he had deployed 672 units with 555 losses and 427 enemies killed. So overall, I think it was a really cool battle. I was surprised I won, to be honest with you. I was in a very bad spot there, but it turned out to work out for me in my favor. Well, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.